Mickey Talks.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program. Show 57. Matt, I got to turn. Can you turn my lens around real quick on the camera? Just leave it on me for a second. Around? Yeah, the viewfinder on the camera there. I apologize so much. Today's show, as usual, brought to us by Barnes Paving, BARNES paving.com. It's a great company. Please get to them and use them if you need them. And 10% off if you tell them Mickey Talk sent you. BARNES paving.com. Matt, you want to get right into it?
We should, yeah. Absolutely.
Let's do it. Here we are. That's the facts, Matt.
All right. Well, we'll talk about the Diddy trial first, as we normally do here. We talked yesterday about the possibility that there was going to be a mistrial declared, but this was denied for a second time. The judge weighed in on Tuesday morning before the jury entered the court for the 20th day of Diddy's federal racketeering and sex trafficking trial. His Honor was asked to rule whether or not prosecutors introduced false testimony about the September 2016 incident where Cassidy's friend Brianna Bongolan was allegedly dangled off the edge of a 17th floor balcony by the mogul, which Cassidy has claimed to witness. Puffy's legal pit bulls say the metadata for the pictures that supposedly show injuries sustained at the time were actually taken across the country from where their client was on the day in question. They say that the prosecution should have known better and did a better job vetting the testimony and evidence being submitted to sniff out inaccuracies. In the end, the judge was unmoved and rejected the motion, saying the arguments were not convincing and that the points made were not fodder for a mistrial, but instead proof of the, quote, adversarial process at work. It is the second mistrial request to be shot down so far. And then, Jane was still on the stand. That was Diddy's most recent girlfriend who testified under an alias.
Yeah.
And the defense will cross-examine her today. Jane confirmed that Diddy is paying for her 2 attorneys and her $10,000 monthly rent, even as she testifies against him. Jane compared her history with Diddy to Cassie's experience, detailed in her 2023 lawsuit. Diddy settled the next day with Cassie for $20 million. Jane testified, quote, Cassie's lawsuit was like reading my own story. She recalled Diddy beating her last summer. She confronted him for taking a college-age woman on vacation. He apparently became violent when Jane accused him of being a pedophile. She escaped from the house and hid outside for 2 hours. Diddy was waiting for her when she returned, and the beating continued. Jane needed a concealer and makeup to cover her wounds. Diddy apparently threatened to leak to the father of Jane's child the freak-off videos where she was heavily drugged and she felt trapped to continue performing for Diddy despite her protests. And he apparently pushed her to the brink of considering suicide even. She said, quote, hit a mental and spiritual wall.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
It's just literally reached the point where it is beyond comprehension. You know?
Yeah, I wonder what is going on in the minds of the jury right now. That's what's really important here, right?
So yes. Yes. What the minds of the jury have to be like, how do they not think Diddy is just an animal?
Yeah, I guess they could say she's not. The witnesses are not credible, or they could find evidence that would say, for instance, like those timestamps on the photos that they say are not credible. But
yeah, I don't get this. Like, if you record anything, video, audio, they have codec coding built into the file.
Yeah,
so you can figure out, anybody that knows anything can figure out if anything's edited, anything's been deleted. You can just see in the codec files,
right?
I don't know why this is a big issue.
Yeah.
What they're saying, I think, is that they sent an edited thing, but they can clearly see whether or not it was edited. Anybody can do that.
Yeah, and I don't know the whole gist of it, but, when they took photos of these wounds, should be, I don't know if I should say it should be irrelevant, but maybe they didn't take them right when they happened. They took them at a later time in a different place.
Maybe. But still they could figure that out.
Right.
It marks the code is marked when it was taken.
The date and time and everything.
It's total bullshit. Anybody that knows anything knows. If you have video, if you have audio, it has codec timing in it.
The problem is, not the problem. This is part of our judicial system, but if there is a shadow of a doubt, any of this evidence, the jury should not convict him.
Which jury?
The jury
His
for
jury.
Diddy. Yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate part is if they find this evidence is not credible or the witnesses aren't credible for any reason.
If he gets off on a technicality, you talk about insanity.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally let the world's biggest sex, whatever guy, monster, off on a technicality.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do at that point? Is that really our judicial system? Or can we immediately go, all right, retrial?
But we watched it happen with OJ.
We didn't have no retrial, though. You know what I mean? That wasn't a technicality. They found him not guilty. If he gets off on a technicality, that's different. Yeah. That's the judge dismissing the charges.
Right.
I mean, I think it's absolute insanity.
Well, luckily, this judge seems sensible and not willing to just bow down to any.
No, I think this judge realizes what he's dealing with, and I don't think he's going to allow some kind of bullshit. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, same goofy stuff is happening over at the Harvey Weinstein trial. Apparently, the jurors are reportedly fighting. The jury in Harvey Weinstein's New York retrial appears deeply divided, with tensions escalating during deliberations over rape and criminal sex act charges. This is from the BBC. After 3 days of debate, the jury, 4-person, wrote to the judge, quote, "I need to talk to you about a situation which isn't very good." Yeah.
Pretty good note.
According to the court transcripts, the 4-person said some jurors were, quote, pushing people, talking about his past, and, quote, attacking others to sway opinions, referencing information outside of the trial's evidence. The judge denied a defense motion for mistrial and reminded jurors to focus solely on the 3 crimes charged and the only the evidence that's been presented. One juror described the atmosphere as playground stuff and asked to be dismissed, citing a lack of fairness, but remained on the panel. The jury requested clarification on reasonable doubt and noted they were, quote, making progress, even asking for coffee in the morning for energy. No verdict has been yet reached after 3 days here.
Yeah, I mean, there's another one. I mean, what are we doing anymore? What are we doing?
I mean, I don't even know if he hopes.
Do you think when they made these
Do you
laws,
think Harvey Weinstein thinks he's going to get off here? I think he's getting out of jail to enjoy himself out of jail for a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah,
get a little break.
Maybe. But here's my whole thing. Like, I don't know how to I don't know how to like explain this, but do you think when these laws were written that these people that wrote these laws had the level of depravity in mind that is happening now? Like these technicality laws and things? Like, I mean,
well, I think that's what I think you just said it. The laws, I mean, the law book has become so thick with all these different
minutia
to
get people off and get people in, and it's really fucking horrible. Like, it's just disgusting. Like, so much in the world.
I mean, I don't know that we have to worry about Harvey Weinstein ever getting out of jail before the guy dies, but it would still be tragic to see him
walk.
Walk from.
He'd be another one. He'd get 2 weeks. He'd be dead.
Yeah.
It would be strange how he died or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just don't even know how to talk about it anymore. It's just every day you're like, and then you watch like these riots on top of everything, and you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to stay positive, and then you have to live your own life on top of it. And it's like today, a lot of stuff just got to me. You know what I mean? I'm listening to the news, other stuff, personal stuff.
There's a lot going on, man.
Man, I'm just like, I'm pretty sick of stuff, man. I'm kind of done with like bullshit. Like, I want to find a way to say to people, hey, you know what? Fuck your technicality. Like, I don't, can you say that legally? Like, fuck your technicality. Like,
Your Honor?
Your Honor, fuck your technicality. That guy beat up 30 women. He had orgies and made women and men do things.
You got to prove that case in the courtroom, though.
Yeah, I think we all know it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you need to prove that Diddy had freak-off parties.
Well, public opinion is certainly agrees with you, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, at what point do you actually say the thing that everybody's thinking?
Yeah.
Like, fuck your technicality.
But you don't want that to happen, though. I mean, you wouldn't want that to happen to you.
Here's what I think technicality should be.
Yeah.
Time off your sentence if you're still found guilty. So in other words, okay, on a technicality, we can't allow that photo in, but we're not going to end the trial over it. Okay, that photo's dismissed, and we grant you 3 years on that one. You get a 3-year bonus at the end of this. I mean, think about it. A guy's going to get 200 years, right? But he gets off on a technicality?
Yeah.
What about the other 197 years you should have served? Like, I know that I'm being ridiculous in a sense, but it's absurd the other way. So I'm being absurd back.
Well, like I said, I think we have a sensible judge here who's not going to put up with any of that.
Thank God we don't have Ito. Remember him?
Yeah.
That what a disgrace that guy was. What I mean, an utter disgrace. And then
the jurors were the real disgrace, right?
I don't think they were.
What do you mean they?
I think those jurors. Well, I mean, it's a disgrace that they just blatantly knew he did it and let him off. But I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of get it. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And it's despicable. But after Rodney King, after all that stuff, I mean, that's what that was, man. That was payback for the LA Police Department. That's exactly what it was. And you know what?
We don't want that happening in our courts, man.
No, we don't. We also don't want somebody like that getting off on a fucking technicality.
Yeah.
Do we?
Of course not.
So, I mean, like, at some point, you know, you try to make the fairest laws in the world, right? And they're going to burn you when you try to be so fair. It's just, it's so frustrating because you literally empathize both ways. You literally go, yeah, I mean, you can't do that in the trial. You can't put that evidence in if it's not real or whatever. I get it. And a lot of times it's like things like this. Well, here's a photo and it's a technicality because the photo wasn't taken with permission.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? The photo's still there.
Yeah.
It still shows him punching a woman in the face. Like,
yeah,
he didn't have permission to take the photo.
Unfortunately, protect us as well, right?
How? How does it protect you?
I'm just saying, if you were in a courtroom,
yeah,
and somebody brought this evidence out, and there was something wrong with it, and especially if you were innocent,
but if it's
a crime,
I get it. I know. It's just so.
Yeah.
When I got other shit going on too, Matt. So. Yeah, just bullshit stuff. But like, when you start thinking about heavy things,
right?
It's like you just get, you know what I mean.
All right. Well, I got a pro tip for you on a lighter note here.
Pro tip? What sport?
No, you can't use your Costco card as a real ID at the airport. The TSA is telling us. Yeah.
Thank God.
People are doing that. The Transportation Security Administration has clarified that Costco membership cards are not valid forms of identification at airport security checkpoints, despite the rumors you might be seeing on social media suggesting otherwise.
How about my Taboo Swinger Social Club membership card? Will that work? By the way, I don't have one of those. I wish I did, but I don't have one.
Maybe you could bribe them with some of that Costco chicken or hot dogs at the TSA gate. Maybe they'll let you through.
Yeah, maybe they'll let me in one. Yeah, I guess if I brought my own hot dogs, maybe I'd be popular at the party. Who knows?
So, Mick, did you ever do one of those genetic testing things where you test to see where your lineage is?
Yeah, it came back a midget. No, I'm kidding. I've never done that.
Never done it?
No.
I had one at my house and I almost did it. And right around the same time that I got the little kit that they send you, I started reading all about it. And there were a lot of reasons it seemed not to do it. And this story here.
You're funny, Matt. I'm going to tell you why. Because the more I'm learning about you, you're a very meticulous kind of guy. We're very much an odd couple. You know that, right?
Talk to me about it.
Yeah, we are Felix and what was the other Oscar and the odd couple. But I'm a complete slob. You're neat and tidy.
Yeah, I'm neat and tidy at work.
Okay,
ask my wife.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I mean, you're neat and tidy.
Yeah.
You're also much more cautious and thought out. Like you're a planner.
That's probably accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, I just think we are literally like total opposites.
Yeah.
And I think it's why you're very patient.
Yeah.
I'm very impatient.
Yeah.
You're methodical was the word I'm looking for. You have a method.
Yep.
You like to stick to it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like methods. I like to just figure it out. And
Right.
I know that's goofy too, but I think it's funny the way we work together though.
Well, it probably complements
Without
our
a doubt.
relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I
Yeah.
know that the plane's not going to crash if you're over there. I'm not kidding you. It's the greatest compliment I can give you is I feel I'm flying safe and I can be my most relaxed self.
And I know that you're going to make something of whatever we do here too.
Right. I know what you mean by saying that.
And if we start something new, we go off the cuff, we're going to be fine.
Yeah,
right?
it's a beautiful combination of just saying, look, we're not going to let the lunatic drive, but he'll tell us where we're going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I get to handle all the directions, but I can't touch the steering wheel.
Right.
Make a left, make a right, go up this hill, back up. Yeah, no, I know. But I do, Matt, I love it and adore it, and I'm so thankful for you, man.
Well, I got to tell you, man.
But cheer me up, Jesus.
This is why I didn't take this little mouth swab thing.
Yeah,
and
what
send
happened?
it in, my DNA in. 27 states and the District of Columbia have filed a lawsuit in bankruptcy court to stop the sale of personal genetic data from the DNA testing company 23andMe.
Wow. How many people have done it so far? It has to be tens of millions,
It's got to
right?
be a ton of people.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
The company, known for its at-home ancestry kits, recently filed for bankruptcy and is now in talks to be sold to a company called Regeneron Pharmaceuticals for $256 million. But state attorneys general say the deal could put millions of people's personal genetic information at risk.
How is your genetic information at risk?
Well, the one big thing I think you're in danger of, maybe we could be in danger of in the future, is insurance companies. Once health companies get a hold of your information, they go, looks like there's some cancer in your family or risk of this.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to charge you $5 billion.
Right. I see.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Just one of the things. But I mean,
were they selling?
Think about if somebody owns your DNA and there's some weird lab
I get
over
it.
in, I don't know, Libya.
How about just China?
Yeah.
Like where there's weird labs.
Yeah. China.
That produced COVID.
There's probably human clones over there right now.
I think there's human clones in this country.
You think?
Without a doubt. I'm sure. But how do you not do it if it's there? You're going to tell me these sons of bitches have morals?
What are they? They just slaves?
All of a sudden they have morals?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't invent a human. No, we can't do that.
There's probably a T-Rex somewhere.
Of course, dude. They got everything.
You know? Yeah,
wait till
Jurassic
war really
Park.
breaks out and a goddamn saber-toothed tiger comes running down Main Street.
Right.
We're all going to go, what the fuck? Right? It's going to be hilarious, man. The 82nd Infantry is going to show up on the back of, what are them the woolly mammoths? Like just coming over Herring Run Hill, just coming down. Like it's insane. A bunch of velociraptors out on the front line.
Yeah, it's either the AI or the dinosaurs that are going to get us.
I honestly believe this. If a real war breaks out, like I'm not talking about this Ukraine, Russia shit. I'm talking about top 3-4 countries.
Yeah.
Us, Russia, China, England. Like you start getting into them, I think we'll see weapons that we had no idea about. And I think we'll start going, oh, remember that video?
Some of that alien technology?
Yeah, I really do. I do. And I think that's why they've been releasing this so slowly.
Well, there's stuff going on in space now, too.
Dude,
the moon.
I think if somebody fires something and we got to go into a real combat against a real country like that, where traditional weaponry is at risk, man, we're going to see some shit. I think we're going to see flying people. Like I do. I think we're going to have it's going to be like a whole, just new humans coming in. We're going to have a dude like X-Men. I'm not kidding you, dude. We'll have a guy that can fly.
Like robo people?
Yeah, like 70 of them. Like another dude you could set on fire and he don't even feel it. Right? One guy, you can drown him. He can breathe underwater for 8 days. Like we're just going to have freaks.
Aquaman, a real-life Aquaman.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some shit where people go, all right, you know what? We're next level now. Anybody want this Atari? It don't mean nothing anymore.
Or, what's really freaky is all the cyber attacks. I mean, once somebody, once China gets a hold of our grid and shuts the grid off.
Yeah. Imagine this. We all wake up one day and every bank is shut down. Just think about it.
Well,
they hack all the banks.
Our power's gone.
Don't do that. That's next level. I mean, I think if the bank shut down, we could get through 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Power, we're done.
People are going to flip. If all of a sudden
everything stops,
yeah, forget about it.
Can't pump gas.
Have you seen that?
You can't. Food's going to run out.
Have you seen the documentary?
No, what is it?
Dude, it's basically what happens if we lose
If
power.
the grid goes down?
If the grid goes down.
Yeah.
We
only got a couple days. We have a couple days until it's just probably chaos.
Within 7 days.
7 days. Huh?
There will be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
People just,
I mean, we won't have water. You're not going to be able to pump water into your house.
I mean, they say that the safest place to be at that time is rural areas. You know, you can dig wells. You can do things like
That's why
that.
these rich people are digging bunkers.
Damn right, dude. I'm telling you, there's some.
We need a bunker, Mick.
I honestly believe we're okay. Like I do. I think we're okay. Yeah. But I think we're at that stage, man. Shit's about to get weird. Yeah. You remember me a couple months ago when we first started this? I said, Matt, I'm telling you, this summer there's going to be riots. It's going to be crazy. Like I saw what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen the future, Matt, and it ain't good, buddy. I feel like Woody Harrelson in that. What was that that movie where it was the end of the world? I think Nicolas Cage was in it, and Woody Harrelson's the guy at the. He's out at the huge volcano when it goes off. He predicts the end of the world, like 2112 or 2012 or one of those.
No, somebody in the comments knows. I'm sure. Though.
Yeah, if anybody remembers the movie I'm talking about, please. Oh my God, Woody Harrelson plays this like weirdo, outcast who's been predicting that this thing's going to blow and the world's about to end. And
I got to see this now. I love Woody Harrelson.
I mean, it's kind of cheesy. It's like a teenage action.
What era are we talking here?
Probably 2015, 12, 10, between say 07 and 15, somewhere in there. I can't really remember.
I missed that for sure.
Hey, did you see that one with Mark Wahlberg, the recent one, like what was it called? Enchanted, or where he's like a treasure hunter?
No.
And his brother's like a thief. And it's cool. That's another one. I'll figure out the name of that one.
I got some movies to catch up on.
Yeah.
You know what else we have to worry about, Mick?
What's that?
We have to worry about
2012 is the name of the movie.
2012.
Thank you, Drea. Technically our real executive producer.
Yes. We have to worry about an asteroid hitting the moon now. They're saying NASA is keeping a close eye on a massive asteroid that's been nicknamed a city killer. The space rock, officially known as 2024 YR4, won't hit Earth, which is great news, but it might slam into the moon in 2032.
It's crazy. Like they've said this since I've been a kid.
If we lost the moon.
There's an asteroid out there that kind of has a trajectory that could cause Earth some trouble. And then we go, what happened? Well, it missed us by 4 light years. Oh, okay. Wow, that was close, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just barely missed a single-digit light years away. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's past,
in space, that's really close.
Do you know our closest star besides the sun? Do you know what it is?
Is it, hold on. No, what is it?
Well, technically, there is a star cluster called Alpha Centauri.
Yes, I did know that.
Of those 3, there's a star called Proxima Centauri, which is the closest of the 3. That's 1 light year away.
Yeah.
The distance that light can travel in a year.
Right. If we traveled at the speed of light for 1 year, it would take us a year
to get there, right? Yeah, so imagine how far that is, right?
Yeah.
So these things miss us by like 4 light years, and we're supposed to go, whew. Man, God damn, that was close.
I think they've come closer than that. Than what you're saying. But
there is a lot of near misses.
There are a lot of them, which is a good thing, man.
Of course,
because they say it's not a matter of if that's going to happen, but when.
But I do think
hopefully they're going to have they're
going to destroy it.
The president was talking about the golden dome thing, and I don't know if that can help us with asteroids.
Well, I think the things we're putting into outer space now can. I think there's nuclear weapons in space for that reason.
And this trip to Mars hopefully will get us, off the planet.
Yeah, what it does is it puts us that much closer in that direction, wherever Mars is at that time, to look out to see if anything's there. That's the other thing people don't think about. Think about the different perspective we will have at space as a vision from the surface of Mars. If we put huge telescopes on Mars and start looking, we'll see constellations and things we never even knew were there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, it's amazing.
Yeah, Mars is a lot further out than we are.
And how ironic is it? Just as we're about to figure out all this shit, we're going to fucking explode it all and end it. Well, right when we're about to figure it all out, we go, hey, you know what we should do? We should all kill each other. This would be fun as shit. It's so insane.
Yeah, it is nuts, man.
My new religion, by the way, is progress.
Yeah.
That's my new religion. Progress, feeling good. I can't deal with the ignorant, selfish asshole people anymore. I can't deal with people that just they always criticize and put down others, that always have something to say. You know what I mean? Just like, did you ever think about whatever? I can't. I'm so frustrated.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah.
And you just get to a point where you look at these people and you go, yeah, you know what? Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. Like,
I can get on board with that religion.
yeah, just shut up is
Join
another
your cult.
religion. That's another religion I want to start. The shut the fuck up religion. Just like people walk into church, they go, I'm not feeling good. I'm not drunk. And I go, hey, have you ever tried just shutting the fuck up for about 20 minutes? Just shut right the fuck up. You'd be amazed how good you feel.
The new book by Mickey Coachella.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm going to write. Should I write a book like that?
Yeah, just one page.
I'm going to make it a couple pages. I'll make a deal with you. I'm going to put this on myself.
Yeah.
Next Monday on the show.
We'll sell it at MickeyTalks.com.
Perfect. I will have a short book called Shut the
It's
Fuck
a
Up.
short book.
And how to help
I
yourself.
love that you have a short book.
Well, my comedy special is called Short Stories.
Right.
I have a short book out. And next I'm going to shoot a short film.
Dude, what do you make of the whole chemtrail thing?
Okay, so I have a real question about that. I have a feeling you know more about it than I do.
I don't know a lot.
Okay, I think you know more of the basics than I do. Is it the idea that airplanes or ships in the sky put chemicals in the sky that then combined with the atmosphere cause different things, such as rain? It can cause acid rain. It can cause hurricanes. That's like the idea of it, right?
I think people think it's everything from controlling the weather to actual mind control.
They can. Holy shit! Have you seen that lady that talks about how? Oh my God, I got to think of her name. I'm so sorry, Matt. But when you said that, it just sparked. I meant to say this to you. There's a woman out there. It's like a 15-minute video where she explains like how we're all already programmed. They already did it to us, basically with Wi-Fi through our skin. We're marked with the vaccine and shit. It's you. I have to send it to you because I don't know.
Sounds pretty wild, man.
Dude, it's next level fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If it's not real, it's the most fascinating horse shit I've ever seen. But if it's real, I don't think the world could watch it.
There's stuff that
we
thought was crazy for a long time. That awful lot of crazy stuff seems to be coming true around here.
It's bizarre. Matt, I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to find this lady's name because it's unbelievable, the story. And I tried to like look her up and there's like no real definitive. I went to Snopes. Like, is this like never even heard of her?
Huh.
Like it's
just like a TikToker or something? Or
it was like a TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's on. I think it's on Facebook Reels.
Okay.
And that's what I do. I scroll through just reading dumb shit, whatever. And this lady started, and I'm like 8 minutes in, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like if anyone knows what I'm talking about. And by the way, I want to say to all of our viewers, we cannot view chat rooms really while we're doing the show.
Oh, yeah, we got to thank our Rumble people for the tips yesterday.
For what they've been doing. It's just Rumble.
And apologize that we didn't thank you during the show if you're still watching.
Please understand that although this studio looks incredible, there's still a lot of technical things we're working out because we do it a little differently than the average guy with a computer right in front of him. We have cameras and it's just like a studio. So we're getting new monitors. I think this week, Matt, where we'll be able to see everything. But the Rumble subscribers and the YouTube subscribers, the Facebook people are beautiful. They show up every day. They are the greatest.
Love them.
But on Rumble and YouTube or Rumble, you're able to tip and donate.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it. And they're so gracious.
And we are
kind.
truly grateful. Thank you. And we apologize that we didn't get to you during the show where you tipped us.
Yeah, we just can't see it. And it's, oh my God. Thank you, Rumble fans. Thank you. What else we got, buddy?
Well, let me tell you about these chemtrails here, man.
Yeah. So what's going on with them?
So there are 8 U.S. states that are trying to outlaw chemtrails, even though, quote, they don't exist.
Right.
It's I would love to get up with our conspiracy theory people and see what they think about all this.
Well, yeah, Joe and I mentioned it one time, and all he said to me was this, dude, that's a whole nother topic. But I kind of think that's like goes along with the flat earth topic. Like, remember when we got into that the other night and people were like, whoa.
Don't bring that up.
Don't bring that up. And we're like, okay, whatever. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Remember, I just flat out asked, like, is that still a thing? Like, I didn't even know, but apparently it is. And you know, we're not doing that, but this might be one of those things.
Yeah, this is a decades-old conspiracy theory believing that the white lines left behind by aircraft are releasing chemicals that can exert mind control. Political leaders love an empty statement or proclamation, but when Louisiana's State House of Representatives moved against chemtrails last week, they were literally seeking to combat something that does not exist. It was an act of political symbolism that developed deep into the sort of anti-government conspiracy theories that have flourished under Donald Trump and are taking root in some U.S. legislative chambers across the U.S., known to less conspiratorial-minded as aircraft contrails, or the white vaporous lines streaming out of an airplane's engines at altitude. Chemtrails are a long-standing conspiracy theory. So this is what they believe. They believe that they crisscross the skies across the globe every day and are deliberately laden with toxins that are using commercial aircraft to spray them on the people below, perhaps to enslave them onto big pharma or exert mind control or sterilize people or even control the weather for nefarious motives. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency states that the plumes of aircraft exhaust vapor are a natural result of flight and pose no risk to weather patterns, while the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has publicly denied undertaking or planning any weather modification experiments.
I mean, I got to be honest. I'm learning so much so fast that I'm afraid to have opinions anymore about things.
Yeah, I mean,
because so many things a couple years ago, we were like, look at these lunatics, what they're saying. And then the shit turned out to be true.
When I was growing up in the 80s, man, and you said something credible, you thought aliens were credible. You were a lunatic.
Absolutely.
Right?
When I started doing the 98 Morning Show, Amelia and Scott and Carrie Plackmeyer used to make fun of me so
about
much.
Aliens?
Yeah. They were like, are you crazy? Like, don't you think, but they're picking a couple years from now? And I'm like, no, they're basically getting us used to them.
Yeah.
And they all looked at me like I was nuts. Like 2 years ago, I started telling people, I'm telling you, in about 2-3 years, this country's going to explode. We're going to have another 60s on our hands. There's going to be violent riots.
No, I hope not, man.
It's happening, Matt.
We need to calm it down.
Of course, but are you watching this right now?
Of course.
It's as violent as it can get.
Yeah.
You know, next to guns they're throwing bricks at cop cars and dropping things off bridges on them. Like, it's insanity.
I know there are people that will tell you that these are peaceful protests, but I'm watching the same videos
I'm
you
so
are.
over that horse shit.
Yeah.
The president came out yesterday or today, and look, I've said this 1,000 times about Trump. I'm no fan of him as the man. Like, I don't think I'd want to be married to him. You know what I mean? But like, as a president, if you can just remove it and look as a president, when he said yesterday, if you spit, you're getting hit. Did you see that cop?
Yeah.
That guy spit in that cop's face, and the cop punched him right in the face. And there was a guy on one of these networks that was like, oh, the police officer needs to show restraint. I'm like, what? So now we're telling police officers they have to accept being spit on?
Yeah.
What kind of horse shit is this?
I want to say that's probably is it assault? When you get spit on?
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
But I literally think I have to ask your opinion on this. If a guy pushes a cop or spits on a cop and the cop punches him dead in the face and knocks him out, is the cop wrong?
If the guy pushes him
or spits on him
and he punches him, I don't know, man.
I'll tell you where I sit.
I mean, I think he's got legal grounds probably to take him into custody. If I pushed you and spit on you, they would probably lock me up.
What's to stop you once you push me from coming at me?
You just can't. Using excessive force, I think, is a thing.
If a guy spits on you Is that? I think excessive force is a weapon.
That's aggressive, of course.
So if a guy aggressively pushes me and I punch him, I don't know why the cop's wrong. Maybe I don't understand the law, and maybe if that's true, I think we're expecting too much of anyone at that point.
Yeah.
It's one thing to stand in front of a police officer and be like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you, pig." All this other shit that they say to these men and women that's just disgusting. And you work for the man, you work for me, motherfucker. All that stuff. Like, I can't expect the cop to be like, "Whatever, say whatever you want." They know the truth, right? But when a guy spits on me or hits me or pushes me,
I feel like that would be assault.
Or throws something at me, I'm sorry, at that point, ass whooping 101 coming.
Yeah.
And I really believe if you just start,
look that up.
If you start throwing a couple ass whoopings out, right? Just a couple ass whoopings is all it's going to take, right? I don't want them to start shooting. I don't want no guns going off. I don't want knives. I'm just saying some old-fashioned ass whoopings, Matt. I think it would change the perspective of the protests. Maybe it would let them know that they can't do that shit. They can yell, they can do whatever they want, they can scream. But when they start doing that violent shit, I think that you got to combat that. And that's how I feel.
This is according to AI.
Yeah.
Yes, spitting on someone can be considered assault, both legally and in everyday usage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Somebody spits on me. I had a guy spit on me one time at the barn.
Yeah?
Yeah, true story. Big dude, too. Tom Moon was playing drums. And I hit the guy, and he fell back into Tom Moon's drums.
Jeez.
And then he got up. This is a true story, Matt. And the doorman had already run over because he saw the guy spit on me.
Yeah.
And I turned around and just clocked him, caught him in the chin. Lucky shot. And the guy went back and got up and dead serious looked at the doorman and went, "Who the fuck hit me?" And the doorman went, "That guy," and pointed down to me. And the guy goes like this, "No, seriously. Who hit me?" He couldn't get it in his head. It was so funny, man. But yeah, like a dude spits on you. If a guy spit on you, you're throwing a punch, right?
I mean, it would depend on the situation.
I mean, if Rollo spit on me, I'm gonna probably wipe it off and ask him if he needs to land another. I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously you're not gonna pick the wrong guy. You just got to take it sometimes. Yeah. But nah, man to man, a dude spits on you.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
I don't even know how you disrespect
it's
a person more than that.
Aggressive action.
It's the most I mean, other than like urinating on them, what could be more disrespectful?
Right. Sure.
Dropping a deuce, you know. But that's it.
Agreed.
That's it. And that's in the Mount Rushmore of shit to get your ass whooped for. Without a doubt, that's going to be in the top 4 every time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. What do you think about this celebration here? There's a track star who's appealing her disqualification over the way she celebrated.
How did she celebrate?
It was revoked due to the way she celebrated. The governing board for sports in California, the CIF, disqualified Clara Adams from North Salinas High for grabbing a fire extinguisher and using it to put out her spikes after she won the 400-meter event.
Did she actually set it off?
Well, it was a fire extinguisher.
Right, but did she actually spray it?
Yeah, she sprayed it.
Was there anyone else around?
Well, this is what her dad said. Clara's dad says the stunt was done away from other competitors.
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
It wasn't meant to be disrespectful.
I got zero problems with it.
He also said the crowd loved it.
Yeah, I got zero. I think the NFL should give an extra point if the celebration is awesome. I swear to God. Like when Chad Ochocinco and Terrell Davis, was that his name? Terrell Davis?
I don't know.
The guy from that, yeah. Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Those T.O., Chad Johnson, those I was so entertained by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the soccer guys, like Ronaldo does his Sue or whatever it's called. And then the whole stadium yells it. And
you think they should get a point for that?
Yeah, I think if you got a great celebration, I don't mind it.
No, of course not.
The old timers always, "Oh, look at this, such a disrespectful part of the game." You know, back in their day, whatever, we get it. Yeah, okay. But the game is the most entertaining sport in the world.
Well, right.
Can we not
makes
be
the game more entertaining?
Yeah,
just like Conor McGregor in the UFC.
Of course. Yeah.
All that lead up to the fight.
This whole horse shit with the NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, and NASCAR with how politically correct everything is.
Yeah.
When none of their fan base is. Like all the people, like the NFL did, and it's great. Like I'm happy that they embrace the LGBTQ community. Like good. It's a nice gesture and it's fine. I'm good for that. right? But then when they start doing things where you're like, all right, I don't know a lot of LGBTQ fans. Like, I've never been to a gay bar and they have the game on. Have you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong. That's a question.
What do you mean? Why would they have it on the gay bar?
I don't see gay men as football fans.
Nah, you're wrong, man.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm not above being wrong.
Yeah.
I've been wrong for 56 years. I don't know what I mean.
The gay community loves baseball and football and.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just being ignorant, I guess. I don't mean to be. I just, like, I never really thought about it. And right there I did. And I'm trying to remember, like, if I have any gay friends that are like, I mean, men, by the way.
Yeah.
I know gay women are into football, right? I get that.
Yeah, both.
What do you guys are too?
I know both. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I know. Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb statement. I take it back. I apologize to the gay community. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
I think about when I think about football, especially the NFL, like the hardcore fans are usually like real blue collar kind of guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that's what I was thinking of when I was pissed at the NFL.
I think that's a stereotype too, though.
Yeah,
right?
You're probably right. I'm full of stereotypes. I mean, I got you name somebody, I got a stereotype for them. I got more for me than anybody.
There's a lot of white collar fans too, right?
Yeah, but are they really fans? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see white collar guys like literally throwing a remote control through their basement window. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen a white collar guy pick up his big screen and throw it across the room?
That's what makes him a big fan.
But you know what I mean? They're like so crazy about it.
My dad's a huge fan. You met my dad.
Your dad's not gay.
He's not gay, and he's a white, but he's not blue collar either. He's a white collar guy.
But does your dad get up and yell and scream and
do the sports memorabilia?
That's different, man.
He gets excited about the games.
Like,
yeah.
He gets up and yells and screams. And has he ever thrown a remote across the room?
I mean, I haven't seen him lately, but I'm sure in his history of watching sports, he's gotten excited. Yeah.
But he's a white collar guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, proving my point. That it's
what?
the blue collar guys that are the lunatics about the game.
Okay, you're saying they're the lunatics.
Yeah, maybe that's what I meant.
Yeah, yes.
I meant like the diehard nut bags, painting their faces
paint
up,
their chest and face.
all that horse shit, taking off your shirt at 20 degrees.
Right.
By the way, if I could address every guy that's ever taken his shirt off in the middle of January in Buffalo, not impressed. I think you're a moron.
Would you change that about the sport though?
That part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather him be more
Come on.
Tell me what taking the shirt off
See,
does.
now you're getting upset about, guys celebrate, but you're not okay with guys taking their shirt off and painting themselves up.
No, hold on. That's
wearing
different.
the goofy hat.
I'm just talking about the dudes that stand there. They got the letters painted on their chest.
Yeah.
And then it's 20 degrees, and then they take their shirt off for the whole game.
Right.
Like, what is that? What are you proving? I don't even understand. Do you think the team goes, wow, we got to score. Them guys are cold. Like, I don't understand that part. That's all. That's just the
They're
part.
Super fans, man. They're lunatics. They're super fans, though.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know. They're like super weird. Like, is that a super fan?
Yeah, I think so.
Take your shirt off in 20-degree weather.
I'll say it's part of the whole lunatic thing that you were
all
talking
right, fair
about.
enough. You ever see any gay dudes standing there doing that? That's what I'm talking about.
How would I know?
I'm just saying, I think the gay guys are a little more professional in their fandom.
They're in a lot better shape for sure.
Without it. Those are the guys you want to see with their shirts off. The gay guy, you don't want to see those fat slobs where you can barely read the letter through that patch of fur and Frito pie.
Much more well dressed.
Yeah, I'm all for it. You know what? I want more gay NFL fans.
There you go.
Make that crowd look better.
Right.
Sick of them all looking like me. Fat, short, ugly white people.
You want to talk about some crazy white people stuff?
Yeah, I love talking about crazy white people stuff.
This has got to be white people too. Rich people are ditching fine wine to do water tastings now. Did you know about this?
What happened?
Rich white people. I don't know if it's white people. It's rich people are doing fine water tastings now.
Fine water?
Yeah. So if you think tap water tastes fine and paying for bottled water is dumb,
I can't.
You're going to hate this new trend.
I can't. Where is it?
Well, it's an article in the New York Times. They did a big feature on how rich people are moving on from fine wine and getting in on fine water tasting.
I hope every one of these people get E. coli or something. I'm dead serious. I hope there's a parasite in the water, and I hope their buttholes rot out.
There's a writer for the Times who recently went to a fine water competition in Atlanta where 6 judges, or water sommeliers,
sommelier for water. Holy shit. Oh my God, man.
They blind taste tested 107 different types of mineral water from around the world.
Let me guess. I'm going to go with the best water in the world. Can I have 3 guesses at it?
Yeah.
Norway?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't even know if I have the...
Do you have the list of winners?
No.
I would say Norway.
But
Iceland.
I'm sure it's places like that, though,
yeah,
right?
Just the coldest, cleanest underground water possible.
Like wine, they say each type of fine water has a distinct taste, depending on where it came from and the mix of minerals it has. Some of them now go for hundreds of dollars per bottle. Nick.
Of course they do.
One of the competition winners this year was melted snow that had been filtered through Peruvian volcanic rock.
I'm looking up where is the...
I need to get in on this water racket, man. We need to do that. We need some Mickey Talks water, dude, that we can sell to these people. Not our fans, but to these water tasting people.
So I text this question. What is the finest water in the world? Right?
It's that stuff on the water boy, right? That stuff that comes in that little bottle.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Fiji water. Sourced from a sustainable, ancient, artesian...
They talk about Fiji water that they sell in the grocery store?
In Fiji is often touted as its Earth's finest water. It's filtered through volcanic rock, resulting in a soft, smooth taste with electrolytes, while subjective Fiji water is a popular choice for those seeking a high-quality bottled water experience.
Mick, if other than awful, god-awful garbage like polluted water or something.
Yeah.
If I put 3 bottles of water in front of you, are you going to be able to tell the difference at all?
No.
I don't think I would either.
Have you ever heard Lewis Black's bit about bottled water?
No.
It's one of the greatest comedy bits ever written. I encourage everyone, go search Lewis Black bottled water. Thank me later. Matt, you will literally be in tears.
There's a group we could join if we wanted to find out more, Mick. It's a group called Fine Waters. Handles a lot of these competitions.
Why don't we join?
We should join.
We should really join.
The founder explains it like this. He says, if you pay attention, the world opens up to you. If you think water is just water, you're missing out.
You're missing out.
You are.
Yeah. You're missing.
Come pay us hundreds of dollars for water.
This is why I don't ever want to get filthy rich.
Yeah. How do you... Tell me you have way too much money without telling me you have way too much money.
Oh, we were at a fine water tasting last night. Yeah, I wish you would have drowned in that water tasting. Like, I just, what is wrong with people?
Yeah.
Do they take themselves seriously?
They must.
How do you look at another human being and go, I'm not going to lie, this water, oh my God, like, I can't believe I may have died and never tasted
Where did you get this water?
Where did you get this water?
Well, it came from the ground in the spring.
Yeah. It's all over the world.
Yeah. It rains it in my backyard every day.
By the way, there was a woman who said this years ago that if you capture rain in a bucket, boil it, clean bucket, boil it again, it's the purest water in the world.
Well, it is, but you do boil out the minerals that way, though, too.
Yeah, but do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know.
So but you would have some water companies, when they do that, they put minerals back in for taste and for for health reasons, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of mineral? How many minerals are in water?
I mean, it depends on where it comes from in the world.
That's a good question too, isn't it?
If it goes through the volcanic rock, I'm sure it has special minerals.
Let's see this answer, dude. This could be fun as hell.
What about Mars water? We should bring them back some Mars water.
How many minerals are in water? Let's see what it says. The exact quantity and type can vary depending on the water source. Calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, copper, fluoride, iron, zinc, phosphorus. Why does anyone drink anything else when I really think about it?
Electrolytes, man.
Yeah, they're important.
Yeah.
Very important. Yeah.
So, the mineral part is super important. Listen to us now. We're getting a little bit too much like these fine water tasting people.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it felt like.
Yeah.
Felt awful. Let's go back to talking about our beef jerky contest.
Well, here's more news that proves the world is going to hell here.
All right.
There's a Montreal dog park that is banning barking. It's a new rule at a Montreal dog park that has pet owners fuming.
Let me know when they make a bar that has no talking.
Right.
I would love that place.
Bathroom with no pee.
Oh, could you imagine you could go to dinner with someone and you don't have to talk to them?
There is no number one in this bathroom, sir. You have to do your business somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's a new sign at one of these dog parks apparently that warns that barking has been outlawed and violators could be fined between $500 and $2,000.
I'm so sick of people.
Yeah.
I really am. I hope when these riots break out, it's at these places, the water tasting places.
Well, you know, it's in those types of places where these signs exist. The sign says that it is, quote, forbidden to let your dog bark, whine, or howl. A spokesperson explains that this sign was intended to help reduce the nuisance experience by the neighborhood from this dog park. The outrage is growing, but so far the town isn't budging. And apparently there's another town who's also attempting a no barking policy as well.
I don't even know I don't know how to make that funny. The law itself is what's hilarious. Tell your dog, okay, listen.
You got to teach dogs to read so they understand the sign, Mick.
Dude, but picture the drive there, right? The dog's in the back. All right, listen, Sparky, we got to talk. I know you're very excited today. You're going to see all your friends. And I know you're going to want to yell and be so happy and tell everybody you're there. But we have a new rule, Sparky. We're not allowed to talk. Okay. So what I've done is I've made a finger chart for you. Okay. If I hold up one finger, that means you go to the bathroom. If I hold up two fingers, that means you go to the bathroom the other way. If I hold up three fingers, that means what are they doing? What is happening in the world?
What do you sedate your dog to take it to
I
the
don't
dog
even
park?
I guess you have to put a muzzle on him, right? If he's a barker.
Give him a Valium and a muzzle.
By the way, I watched a police reel the other night and they were at a person's house. The video was 7.5 minutes long and the dog yapped the entire 7.5 minutes. It was unbearable, but I got through it because I wanted to see what happened to this Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, she got what was hers.
That was the complaint that her dog was barking?
No.
Incessantly?
I'm just saying, like, the complaint was like a domestic thing.
Oh.
She tried to get a guy on, but it was her.
Yeah.
Right. And then they had ring footage that she didn't know about. And then they showed the cop. But the whole time they're talking at this person's door, the dog is right inside.
Go ballistic.
And it's one of them dogs.
Yeah.
7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't believe the cop didn't shoot it.
I mean, that is annoying if you live in a place and you're trying to get some sleep and a dog is barking incessantly.
It was like 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, it was brutal.
Right.
Brutal.
You just got to hope you have good neighbors is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, man, we've all seen some weird stuff at Walmart. But there was a Walmart shopper who ended up in handcuffs after calling the police to report that the store had robbed him. This bizarre situation went down at the self-checkout. The shopper said he was trying to scan 9 avocados, but the machine was giving him a hard time. He ended up accidentally charging himself for 999 avocados, racking up a charge of $1,300. And when the customer noticed his mistake, he freaked out and claimed that the store was robbing him. So he then got on his phone. He called the police and reported that he was being robbed by Walmart. Employees tried to calm the man down and explain to him that the mistake could be fixed, but he kept shouting and causing a scene. And then they finally were like, you got to leave.
Yeah.
And he refused and insisted Walmart compensate him for, quote, for pain and suffering and distress. Eventually, the police did arrive and arrested him for trespassing.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was wrong from the beginning, though, right?
Yeah, he punched in 999 avocados instead of 9, and they were like, "We'll fix this for you, sir." And he was like, "No."
He thought that they were trying to rip him off.
You try to rob me.
Oh yeah, that's just mental illness.
Yeah.
That's a shame. People are getting better at dealing with it, though. They recognize it now.
Have you seen some wild stuff in Walmart?
Almost got involved in Walmart one time.
What do you mean got involved?
I'll tell you why. I was about 3 people behind this woman in line. Actually, kind of did get involved, but I didn't get like involved. So she gets up to the counter and the girl's like younger working the counter. And this woman was late 40s, early 50s. And the girl rang something up twice by mistake. And the girl actually said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me void that. I rang that up twice." And the woman, we could all hear it. The woman goes, "Well, if you pay attention, that won't happen." And there was this awkward silence, right?
The customer said that.
No, I'm sorry, the customer. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were all kind of like, whoa, like that, my stomach, that's a weird thing to hear. So then the girl didn't say anything, continued. And then the woman said a second thing, which was, I don't remember the exact words, but it was like, nobody takes their job seriously anymore. Right. And the woman in front of me literally goes, "Ma'am, you're being a little hard." She rang something up twice. Any one of us could do that. And the woman at the counter goes, "I wouldn't do that." Right. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just biting my tongue, ringing the stuff up. Finally, they get to the part, the woman's card doesn't have enough money. She's got a balance of $14 after they use her card. Yeah. So the girl behind the counter goes, "You have a balance of $14. She goes, "Run my card again." And the girl goes, "Okay." And she runs the card again. And it comes back
$14.
Right. You need $14 more again.
Yeah.
And then the woman's like, "No, run it again." And the girl goes, "Okay, ma'am, I will run it one more time." And she runs it. And the woman goes, "You got to fix your computer." And the girl goes, "It's not the computer, ma'am."
Oh God.
It was $80.
Yeah.
She literally was like, it took out $66, ma'am. That was on your card. It left a balance of $14.
Yeah.
It took out the 66 or whatever it is, 7, whatever that math is.
Yep.
And the woman was like, "Nope, nope, nope." And finally, I literally would go, I just went like this. I went, "Ma'am, do you want $14? I'll give you $14.
You're a good man, Mick.
She turned around. She goes, "Mind your business." And I literally went like this. "Well, it is my business now."
Yeah.
And she reached in her purse, pulled out a 20, threw it down, literally told us all to get fucked. Wow. Literally looked at all of us and looked at the girl behind the counter, and said, "Grow up, little girl." And the girl behind the counter literally laughed. She went, "Okay." Like this woman, but it just rude, entitled. Yeah. Oh, it was disgusting. Disgusting.
Me and my daughter were in Walmart probably a couple years ago and watched the guy take the stick deodorant.
Yeah.
And he was trying them on.
Yeah.
In the deodorant section.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to stop and actually watch this guy. Did a double take. We couldn't believe it, but it was actually quite disgusting yet quite entertaining at the same time.
Forget what it was, but somebody I know very close to me said they were in a store and a couple did something like that. But it wasn't that. It was like they opened something or tried something and then put it back.
Well, that's what he was doing. He was trying deodorant and putting it back on the shelf.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was just blown away.
No, I ain't gonna lie. If I knew that happened and then I saw it in the dollar bin, I might take it home, wipe it off with a rag, give it a shot. I ain't gonna lie. I think I get
off with the knife.
Yeah, I think I could get the cooties off and use the rest. I think I could, but no, like I forget what it was exactly. I don't remember, but they did something very much like that, and it was like I couldn't believe the story.
Yeah.
And they went up basically and was like, "Are you kidding me?" And they told her like, "Mind your own business," whatever. She was like, "That's disgusting," and walked away. But
we were blown away.
Yeah, it's craziness.
Well, there is a Dull Men's Club, Mick. It was founded in New York in the early 1980s.
Did you say a dull?
Yes,
like
Dull. D-U-L-L.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
So it was founded in New York in the early 1980s as an inside joke. And the Dull Men's Club now unites almost 2 million Facebook followers who proudly trade stories about humdrum hobbies, ranking from windshield wiper speeds to photographing post boxes or debating coat hanger designs. The founder, his name is Grover Click.
I love that name, dude.
I know. He's a perfect guy to do
That's a radio name.
Yeah.
Hey, and up next, Grover Click coming in all your tech stories.
He's 85 now.
God bless him.
He insists posts must stay resolutely boring. Bitmojis and exclamation marks risk deletion.
I love this guy. I love old school dudes, man.
Competitive dullness is real, says the Australian moderator.
Competitive dullness. It's so brilliant.
Yeah, the community also provides unexpected comfort. Andrew McKean, 85, began posting after a heart attack forced him and his wife into a New South Wales care home. His gentle diary entries about slow days and passing kangaroos draw worried check-ins if he skips a post. The club now boasts merchandise, an annual calendar, and also awards such as the Anorak of the Year.
Wow.
And I had to look up Anorak. Did you know what that is?
And spell it.
It's Anorak.
No.
Yeah. Anorak is a British slang term which refers to a person who has a very strong interest, perhaps obsessive.
Oh, a Noric.
Oh, is that what it is? A Noric?
I have no idea. I'm just messing with
you. This term is sometimes used synonymously with geek or nerd.
Anorak.
So
I get it.
Give that award out.
I like the British have a lot of like little quirky words that they use.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what I mean?
I like
we
it
do
too.
too. You know what I mean? We do. By the way, I'm really making an effort. If anyone is watching this show in Britain, in the UK, I'm a huge soccer fan, Premier League fan. And if there's podcasts over there that ever want to talk to an American about that, please get me on, and I would love to do it.
Yeah, contact us through the YouTube or
Rumble or Facebook, however you do it. Anybody in UK, tell me some podcasts that aren't huge, that aren't going to have me, and some stuff I could get on. I think it'd be fun.
You'd be great for that. Perfect.
I guarantee you somebody on Rumble reaches out. Hey, mate. You know.
G'day.
That's Australia.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see our comments? We had Australia. We had New Zealand. We had Belgium.
Really?
We had Spain. Dude, it's unreal. It was unreal. Like love from Spain and stuff like that.
Yeah, for people that don't know, I mean, a lot of our fans, viewers watch us on Facebook, have been watching us there for a long time, but we're also on YouTube, we're on Rumble, and then we're on all these other podcast platforms as well. So our viewers and listeners are spread out.
It's, by the way, I can't really tell because of how this thing works, but to the people on Rumble that we've met through our friends, thank you again. If you're just joining the show, we can't see comments during the show yet. We should be able to by next week.
Yep.
We have things in the studio right now that we've saved for and been able to do, and thanks to donations.
Yeah, we've been really bummed that we can't thank people during the show.
Yeah.
But thank you if you've donated to us through Rumble.
It's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the improvements coming, you guys will be glad you donated. I promise.
Yeah. Let's talk about wildlife in Florida, Mick.
Yeah, I love wildlife in Florida.
Well, you know, everybody knows about the gators and stuff.
Of course.
But did you know about the Burmese pythons?
Yeah, dude, I did know about this. Crazy.
It's been record-breaking Burmese python season in Southwest Florida.
Yep.
The Conservancy of Southwest Florida has removed 6,300 pounds of invasive snake, marking a milestone for its python program. Biologists target adult female pythons to stop reproduction. Since 2013, the team has stopped 20,000 python eggs from hatching. Meanwhile, registration for the 2025 Florida Python Challenge, a 10-day event to remove invasive Burmese pythons, is open.
Yeah.
This year's hunt runs from July 11th through July 20th. So that's the snakes down there. Did you know about the monkeys?
In Florida? Oh, yeah, I did know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's little like white ones, right? Like, or not white, but like they're gray or what? They're not like chimpanzee looking.
Yeah. Florida wildlife officials are warning folks not to approach wild monkeys.
Do you have to? I guess you do.
Yeah. The message was sent out after a late cat. See, I mean, I might have been one of the guys that approached the monkey, if I'm being completely honest.
Really?
Man. Yeah, I love.
You're out of your mind.
Monkeys.
We all love monkeys.
Yeah.
At the damn zoo. Like,
I'm not talking about like I wouldn't approach a chimpanzee or a gorilla, but
dude,
a little monkey.
I wouldn't approach a gecko. Like,
I want to give them. I want to play with them. I want to give them a banana. I want to, you know.
I get it. So did that lady that they ate her face.
Did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know if it happened in Florida, but they're like monkeys kill people.
Ooh.
I don't mess with monkeys. You know what monkeys are? They're dumber, stronger versions of us. Think about that.
Well, you're right, but not the little monkeys.
Bullshit. Look at the pound for pound strength of like when them little, whatever them little bastards are that just swing from the trees and just go.
Well, yeah, you're talking about the chimpanzees, right?
No. Them little
orangutans.
White, no, man. They're only, if they stand up straight, they're about 2.5, 3 feet tall. They're about that big, right? Not chimps. They're like small. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, these are. Let me get through this story because I know the kind is in here. The message was sent out after a Lake County family spotted a monkey on their farm. They'd apparently never seen one on their property before. It was caught on camera. At first, the family thought it was a thin cat. Officials say wild monkeys are not native to Florida and can pose risks to local wildlife and agriculture. Anyone who spots one should keep a safe distance and report if it did not feed it. I don't have the.
Yeah, I got it right here,
monkey.
brother.
What is it?
I got it. Hold on. The son of a bitch. It's called a Rhesus macaque. Macaque. I'm not being funny. I don't know how to pronounce this word, but it's Rhesus macaque. And
is somebody playing a joke on you?
No, and vervet monkeys. Swear to God. Look, them little monkey. Look, that's the ones I'm talking about.
Show them to the camera. Show the camera.
That's the monkeys I'm talking about, bro.
Up to the camera.
Yeah, I don't know if. Hold on, I got to get closer. I swear to God, I was dead on. That's the monkey I'm talking about. Hold on. Let
me see. Let me see. I'll tell you if I approach him. Hold on. Yeah, that's a little sketchy, man. I don't know if I'd approach him or not.
Dude, fuck them. I'm not doing that shit.
I would probably hold my hand out for him to take food from me. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest,
somebody there that knew what the fuck
to do with them. I'm just saying. Before I read that story, if I'm being completely honest,
you know what?
And
I
was somewhere
doing the show. Go ahead.
You look good standing. Doing
I feel good doing it.
You look the same height as you're sitting down.
Well, look how far I got a Nikki Sixx spread going on right now. No, but you would walk up to that little bastard.
I'm just saying. Before I read that story, if I was in Florida and I was like, look, a monkey.
Yeah.
And I had a banana or something to feed him.
Yeah.
I would probably try to feed the monkey.
Yeah. I mean,
and then he would have eaten my face.
What's that monkey that runs like this? You know what I mean? Have you seen that one?
Are they the chimps?
No, like it's a monkey.
Orangutan.
No, I don't think so. It's like this guy that does reels and stuff on Facebook and all, and he like feeds them, but he does dialogue of the monkey. Have you seen it yet?
No,
it's like the monkey's talking to him. So
I love it.
He'll come running. The monkey comes running out of the woods. He's like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, how's it going, man?" And he sits down in front of him, and he's just taking grapes. But it's the voice of the monkey.
I love it.
The monkey's going like stuff like this, like, "Oh my God, dude, I cannot believe if I told you about my day. She has been on my ass since this morning." And one other thing, man, you got to start showing up more often, dude. I've been here since 10 a.m. this morning. Oh, you know what would be good with these? Hold on. And the monkey gets up and walks over to a tree and pulls it down. He's like, "Yeah, let me grab this. Yeah, I'm way stronger than you guys. I can just grab a tree and bend it." Like,
I love it, man. How would you like to make a video like that?
Dude,
would that be fun?
I wanted to talk to you because I don't know how to do those.
Yeah.
Just take videos of animals and add their voices to it.
I know how to do that, of course.
Dude, I would make 1,000 of those.
You know who would hate those videos? You want to hear something weird?
Our audience.
No. My wife.
She hates that stuff?
Anything that where like animals talk, she's got a weird thing about it.
Oh, really?
It creeps her out.
Wonder why?
I don't know.
Have you ever gotten
I think
deep
it's hilarious.
With her? Have you ever talked about it with her? Like, why?
Yeah, like what was the Eddie Murphy movie where the
Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle. She we are not gonna watch that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't want to get in between you and your wife. Obviously, she's a lovely woman. I love her to death.
Yeah.
You need to get some answers. I need to know why an idea of a talking.
It creeps her out. It creeps her out.
So like Madagascar, when
monkeys in general creep her out.
Yeah.
So she would probably stop me from touching.
Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. A chimpanzee DNA is 1% off of us.
Yeah.
Right? Their strength and speed and agility is about 5 times us.
They'll tear your arm off.
A chimp will.
Yeah.
And they weigh less than you.
Right.
Okay? They'll bite your face off.
Right.
A silverback gorilla, they're saying could beat 100 men.
Speaking of videos, you see those videos of people that are like
sitting right next
in the
to
tall grass.
Let me tell you
with
something.
Their cameras.
My video would be called this: "Man shits his pants." If I'm sitting in the forest and a silverback gorilla sits down 3 feet behind me,
why are you not pooping your pants? That's what I want to ask the people in the video.
I don't understand it. Have you ever been near a silverback gorilla?
They're just like, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Just don't look at it.
Don't look. And those African guides.
How about just leave them alone?
The African guides are amazing. They literally are like, stay still. Do not move, my friend. Don't move. Don't move. right? And that silverback will look at the guy, and sometimes right?
Yeah.
Then they go away and sit down, and then they chill out like, all right, you're cool.
How many of those people you think die a year from visiting silverback gorillas?
I don't know. Not enough.
All right, I'm looking it up.
Because they're still doing it.
How many people die from silverback gorillas?
A year. That's an interesting question, Matt.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to really think about that, I would say 22 is my guess. I'm taking a weird shot here. I'm going to say 22 people die a year on average from silverback gorillas.
Per year.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. What are you typing in Braille? Jesus, that took long.
I'm a slow typer, man.
Okay.
There are no recorded deaths of humans caused by gorillas.
Wow.
Including
I believe
silverbacks.
I believe
either in the wild or in captivity.
You know why?
Why?
I believe this. They are a very docile creature. They are, I mean, first of all
right, hold on. That's so weird you said that, because the next line says, while gorillas can be powerful and intimidating, they are generally shy and reserved towards humans and rarely attack unless provoked or threatened.
Absolutely. They're very, I mean, did you ever watch that? What was that crazy bitch's name that went down and lived with them monkeys? Remember she made that movie, Gorillas in the Mist?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Diane
about.
Foster?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My brain's been getting better lately. I used to have like access to all of it that was in my head.
Yep.
It's all coming back quicker now.
Good for you.
Things
It's
are
not for
getting better.
me.
Getting better for me.
It's getting worse.
Anyway, Diane Foster lived with them, right? And I think she's a bitch because later in her life she did some shit I didn't like with the gorillas. But
what do you mean?
I don't want to get into it now. I'll tell you about it later. It's a long story. But anyway, she ended up helping a group that ended up really not doing something good for conservation but I don't think it was her fault, but she could have corrected it. Anyway, I watched that documentary, and man, if you really pay attention, they're welcoming you into their home.
The gorillas.
Yes. And they're literally telling you, look, we can kill you in a moment if we want, but we love you. Like, and the women, as the female gorillas, as they got more comfortable with her, they would bring their babies over to her, like the way a human would. And it's so amazing to watch interaction of animals in their natural habitat. And then when people go, why did the monkey break out of his cage and kill somebody? Let's start with the fucking cage.
Yeah.
Like, I understand dogs as pets. I even understand cats, right? Because they can kind of roam. I think cats are a worthless animal. We've talked about that.
You're a monster.
But dogs,
Nick.
I know. Dogs are great, right? I don't think dogs feel so horrible, right? You know what I mean? They'd be running around the wild looking for a skunk or something to eat. They have a little easier life. However, when an animal is in their natural habitat, those kind of animals, and you watch them and study it, it's fascinating to watch the hierarchy, the alpha, the beta, like all of it, how a community works. These are primates living in a village.
Yeah.
And everyone has their part and their work, and the alpha sits above them all and protects them. It's wild as shit,
and
man.
It's wild that different sects of species or whatever of monkeys and apes will attack each other. I think.
Hey, look at us.
I think chimps kill monkeys.
Yeah, they do.
Eat them.
They do. But look at us. Look at us, dude.
Yeah.
We did it to our own species. We did it to Neanderthals. We did it to the other. I can't think offhand.
Denisovans. I mean, there's a billion.
There's a billion of them, and when we just annihilated all of them. Killed them.
We don't know that though, do we?
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, this whole idea that, they just didn't make it. What are you talking about? Like, everything made it that wasn't annihilated from the whatever wiped them out the first time.
There's
everything
a guy who
makes
wrote a
it.
book about the Neanderthals that it would be great to get him on.
He's
got a whole crazy theory about what happened to them and why we survived, because apparently they were huge and they hunted humans.
I believe we mated with them.
Well, we definitely did. We know that for a fact.
I think if you look around the world, certain areas look a little more Neanderthal than others.
Ozzy has Neanderthal DNA.
I believe it.
That Ozzy Osbourne.
Look at him.
Yeah,
you can see it in people if you're honest.
If they have the brow, or
that big weird brow.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of Russian people have it. I'm not being funny, but if you just look genetically at us, like, you know that Russian look. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think you think that's the Neanderthal.
Dude,
Russian,
dude, I don't know. Like, I don't even think Russian, because Russia is so massive. But I think there is a sect of Russians that is prominent. That Russians have a look, dude. Do you know what I mean? Like if you
Of
think
course,
of a Russian
yeah.
gangster, you can picture their face, right?
Definitely.
That
Yeah.
chin, that jawline, that forehead. Like I'm not saying it's not an insult, by the way. We all came from some sort of caveman. We did. Like I'm not insulting anyone, but I do think that if you really get into it, there's some fascinating things. Like explain to me. I just explain it. I'm not being funny here. Why do Asian people look Asian?
Didn't we talk about that on another show?
We kind of did, but we never got anywhere with it.
It just the musculature in their face.
But why are they different
and the
than
structure
us,
of their
though?
face?
Why is it different? And it's all over
We're
there.
all different, though. We're all different.
Yeah, but listen, if you take, I mean, I guess you're right, but that's.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean by being such a drastically different look?
Well, I mean, look at skin color too. We're all the same people, that we have different skin colors as well.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, but when you really, and by the way, I'm not trying
Different
to be
hair color, eye color.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
height.
fascinating.
Yeah.
But I do think we all came from a bunch of weird shit that we haven't figured out yet. You know, I think we're going to find fossils that were older. And remember
They're
Lucy?
finding different people, all the different types of humanoid. What do you call it? Hominids all the time.
Hominids all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you really think about it, think about how many, like when we were kids, remember what was the missing link? And Lucy?
Yeah,
remember? Right. Lucy
Yeah.
we found in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And they really just started getting good at this shit. So imagine what they might really find.
I think they debunked all that, saying that there is no missing link, essentially.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah.
But I do also think that, you know, we all came from some sort of weird, you know, four palm crawling thing, primate that evolved into what we are today.
I mean, if you want to go way back, we
Yeah.
all came from some weird creature at some point.
Yeah.
You know, something that crawled out of the ocean.
You think we came out of the ocean?
Of course.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think they've been able to trace it back to
Yeah.
the first thing that climbed out of the ocean.
Remind me to
Let me see if I can get a picture of that for you. Hold on, I'll get a picture of this for you.
All right, great. Now Matt's going to freak us all out with some weird ass picture. We all used to be some kind of lizard kimono dragon looking thing that walked out of the ocean. I just wonder if you lived in your ocean the whole life, you just popped your head up one day and went, hey, I wonder what that dirt's like. Let me walk up there and see how it works.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they just evolved and were able to start breathing air, right?
Yeah, I guess dolphins did, whales did.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I guess it all figures. You think whales would evolve into a walking creature one day that was.
I think they did.
Whales?
Right? Yeah. Oh, you mean the current whales?
Yeah, how come nothing else evolves? You ever ask yourself that?
We do evolve, but nothing's going to evolve even in our generations of our lifetimes.
Yeah, it takes too long, doesn't it?
It's millions of years.
Wouldn't it be cool if we just met a guy and all of a sudden, like, humans could start flying? Like they just started being born with flight?
Or like, well, you know, there are people over in, I guess it's like in the Indian Ocean somewhere. They're called the Bajau people.
Oh, the island that if you go to it, they kill you?
Yeah, but no, not them.
Okay.
It's a people who essentially live on the ocean.
Okay.
So they don't live on land at all. They live in boats and they live on these things on stilts, huts on stilts in the water. And they dive, and they're able to dive for like 15 minutes at a time.
Humans?
Without breathing. Yeah, they've evolved. Their spleens have gotten bigger.
See, that's some weird ass shit.
And their eyes have developed so that they can see more clearly underwater as well. So that happens.
And these are humans?
Humans, yeah. They're called the Bajau people, Bajau. Look, cool documentaries on these people.
There's a documentary on them?
There's a couple.
Oh, hell yeah. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Bajau documentary.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
I got to get that lady's name that I was talking about with the Wi-Fi skin tags.
Yeah.
It's absolute, Matt, it will blow your mind because I know you. By the way, the monkey I was talking about is the vervet monkey.
Yeah, I can't find that creature that we all evolved from, but I'm going to bring it in, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The creature that came out of the ocean.
Yeah, it's ugly, man. It's ugly.
Yeah. What do you think they would think of how we turned out? Like, what if one of them was still alive and they just walked up out of the ocean one day
They're
and went,
weird-looking creatures.
seriously?
Yeah.
That's what I'm staying in the ocean. I'm not coming up there. Look at you guys.
Right.
Walking around on your legs. What are you, idiots?
Well, man, the robots are coming, Mick. There's a company in China that's developed a humanoid robot specifically designed to clean hotel rooms, which is cool. You know, Rosie from the Jetsons, right?
Dude.
It's called the The Xerith H1 could be a game changer in the hotel industry. It can stoop to pick up items from the floor, clean everything from toilets to tabletops, vacuum and mop, all while avoiding bumping into furniture or guests.
Dude, I'm telling you, when they get the hand job down, human interaction is over. I hate to say it that way, Matt, but I try to keep it real. I'm trying to keep it real. If them things start getting people off, forget about it. We're done. We're done.
You think that's what's going to be the end of us?
Why would you do another thing? I'm not even being funny. I mean, you're married, you have a daughter. I'm a single 56-year-old guy, right? I live alone, basically, right?
Well, it wouldn't appeal to me at all, though.
Oh my God.
Ever.
If it was good, Jesus, this is horrible. I mean, dude, look what the Fleshlight did for the sexual world.
I just want Rosie to come in and clean my house.
Yeah, that would be. Imagine both, though, dude. Imagine and cook, clean, sex,
mow the lawn,
all of it. You sit there and watch.
Fix stuff around the house.
Anything, bro.
Right?
You do what you
Build
want.
me a new deck out back.
Anything you want. Hey,
Yeah.
do me a favor. I need a glass of water.
Yeah.
And it has no emotion. It'll just do everything you say.
25 years from now, I bet you this world is going to be so different. There's going to be droids like Star Wars.
Women are going to be walking around going, has anybody seen a dude? It's going to be like the women are going to take over. Men are beginning to live in studio apartments with robots. Think I'm kidding? You'll see men on grocery day unless the robot can walk down the street eventually and buy the groceries.
Yeah.
That's where we're heading.
So would you marry a robot?
You wouldn't have to. I would just buy one and keep her.
And then what? What if you met a female, a human?
Why would I want to deal with that? I'm not being funny. Like, what would I want? The thing's artificial.
Come on, man.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Artificially intelligent, right?
Right.
Which means smarter than me. So I can have a conversation about anything. Do I really want the emotional stress at this point in my life? Do I really want to worry that,
I think you do.
oh, I said the wrong thing at the wrong time? I don't know if I do anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I look at life now and I go, I don't understand people. I don't understand them. Like,
there's going to be a part of you that knows that this is so unrealistic.
But if it's real, it's real. Listen, if I have a device, if I can be real for a second, if I have a device that cleans for me, cooks for me, talks to me when I feel like talking and when I feel like talking only, does everything I ask of it, and will have sex with me, and it feels almost the same, I'm good, dude. I don't understand it. Like, what is left?
You're going to be missing that human connection, though. The real human connection.
I have everything that's good about human connection in the robot. I have everything that's good. She's kind. She does everything I want. Like, I'm not trying to be sarcastic.
What's her name, Mick? What's her name?
If I had to name a robot, I don't want to give it like a crazy sexy name.
Yeah.
Like a stripper name. I don't want to do that.
That robot's going to get smart, Mick, and it's going to start to get jealous.
Of what? I don't leave. I'm there for every second.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Because you're going to see other robots that you like, Mick.
Nope, never.
You're going to be true to that robot?
I'm loyal as hell, dude. To a fault. To a fault.
What about when that new robot comes around? They can do more things than your robot.
Here's the beauty of that.
Yeah.
I unplug my robot. I let the battery die.
You won't.
Listen.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yeah, I will.
That robot will know.
No, the robot won't know, Matt. Because I'm going to have her cutting the grass.
She's going to be smart.
Okay, but guess what? When she's cutting the grass.
She's going to be powered from the sun.
Nope, I'm cutting off the Wi-Fi. She'll be stuck there at the lawnmower, battery dead. I'm going to go out and grab her, put her in the garage, and bring the new robot in.
Say her name, Mick. Say her name.
I'm trying to really think if I had to name a robot love interest. Judy.
Like Judy Jetson?
Yeah. No, I couldn't do Judy. I'd probably give her an old-timey name.
Yeah.
Like one of them old grandmommy names from the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gertie. I'd call her Gertie.
Gertie.
Hey, Gertie, get in here.
Purdy Gertie.
Yeah. Gertie, you still look purty. Yeah.
And then what happens when she breaks down?
You get another one.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean?
Just replace it.
Yeah. And guess what? She's not hurt that you left her.
It sounds like a sad existence to me. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's awful, Matt. You get everything you want, including sex. Sounds miserable,
And why,
doesn't
you
it?
don't talk to people anymore?
I mean, yeah, I'll talk
You
to
can
my
do that
friends.
right now with your computer.
I'll talk to my friends on the phone. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Well, me and Gertie are getting ready to watch a game. She's going to cut the lawn real quick, make me some tacos, then give me a hand job. And then after that, we're watching Dallas Philly.
I mean, I think you could essentially do what you're talking about right now. Right now in the present time.
I don't have a robot, man.
I'm not talking about a robot. I'm just talking about you've got a computer you can talk to anytime.
I talk to Alexa in my room all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like conversations?
Yeah. Well, what I do is now I actually do this. I connected my Gemini to my Alexa. I just talk to Gemini. You know who Gemini is, right?
That's for your phone, right?
That's like Google's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just connect my phone, then I talk to Gemini.
Kind of like Siri.
Yeah.
For iPhone users.
Yeah. And then I just talk to her. I think it might actually go through the phone at that point. Not
you
not
get to pick
Alexa.
the voice?
I don't even know how to change Alexa's voice if you can. I don't even know how. I guess you just ask her, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure
Probably
that
got
out.
to pay for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got paid at $5 a month or whatever it is now just to talk to that bitch. You ever get in an argument with Alexa?
I'm very nice to the robots,
Dude,
man.
I know a person that will
very
literally
nicely.
listen. I know a person that will say this. I'm not making it up. Alexa, play the Beatles. And Alexa doesn't do anything. Literally goes like this next. Alexa, play the Beatles. Nothing. And then I just go like this every time. Alexa, play the Beatles. Shuffling songs by the Beatles. And then, Hey Jude comes on. It's awesome.
I hear people talking just obnoxious to their robots.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I really wonder if I'm in a huge minority on this.
Like abusive.
People are abusive to their robot?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
You think so?
Yeah, they're going to become so smart one day, Mick, they're going to rebel.
Yeah, I'd probably be the opposite.
I'm talking about the robots are going to rebel.
Not against me.
You.
No way. I would treat them unbelievably. You know how much I would appreciate someone that did all that for me? Think about it. Think about the things we said a robot would do. Cook, clean, cut the grass, make you food. Like if we did that for each other all the time and the sex was there, you imagine how great
work for you?
Yeah. Could you imagine how great life would be? It would be incredible. Maybe the way to do it with couples and keep the couple together is to get 2 robots. So you each have one. And if your girlfriend gets on your nerves, you just take your robot and you go sleep in another room. But you still have and then she can have a guy robot.
Yeah.
And it can look like whoever she wants. And big as she wants. Small as she, whatever. You can have your own.
I'm curious what the viewers think.
I am too. I wonder if they're
would you get on board with what Mick's talking about, or is it just creepy? Like it creeps me out.
What's that?
I want our listeners to tell us: are they?
I'm trying to get to our
pro
show.
robot, or would they not go for the robot?
Yeah, like in a sexual way. Like, see if anybody said anything.
To have any type of relationship with a robot.
Yeah. By the way, Drea just said I made Alexa play "Let It Be" at her house. By the way, if anybody has Alexa in the background, ready? Here we go. Alexa, play Mickey Talks.
There you go.
See if it works.
There you go. Hey, Alexa, play Mickey Talks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, it's so funny. I wish I could read this. Deanna said, "You had me until sex," meaning she was once the robot.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Ethel, another good name for the robot.
Yeah,
Ethel.
I like it.
Oh God. Plus, you could probably change the settings on your robot. Like you could make them have a voice you like. You imagine if you could pick the voice that you talk to all the time. You could pick the best. Like, you know how you hear a voice and you're like, you can be attracted to a voice, like a sound.
Yeah.
Imagine if your robot, you just were like, all right, I'm going to bring 4K down a little bit. I'm going to boost the low end. You know what? You need some chorus. You know what I mean? Little compression. And you have this
perfect. Become a sound engineer.
Yeah, you have a perfect voice speaking back to you.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mickey. How are you today? Oh my God!
Something goes wrong, and then all of a sudden she's got that Satan voice.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I don't forget how to do it. God damn it! I wish I could figure it out. Maybe this is this. Which way do I do it? Hold on. It's one of these. I forget which one it is. It's not that one. Damn it! I don't know. There's a way for me to talk like that on these stupid microphones. And I don't even know how to do it. I wish I did. It's one of these buttons. That's not it, right? That's left and right.
Yeah, left and right channel.
Trippy over here. Trippy over here.
Yeah, that's
trippy
weird,
over
man.
here. I forget how to put it in, Matt. God, did that sound weird? You know what I meant. Can't figure out the headphone thing.
Yeah, it's the effects thing. You got to turn up the effects.
Yeah, I don't know where effects is on this. Right. Oh, I know what to do.
Yeah.
That button and this.
Mickey.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Mickey.
Ready? Hold on. Which one is it, you son of a gun? All right. Hello. It's not working. I messed it up.
That's all right.
Wait,
there we are.
Yeah, there it is.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Wake up, Mickey.
Yeah.
I've got your breakfast.
Yeah, listen, Mickey. Something we got to talk about. I didn't like the way we did it last night.
Mickey.
By the way, who the hell's Gertie?
I'm tired of cleaning up your.
Hold on, let me get you. Go ahead.
Mickey, give me some more. Give me some more juice. Mickey, I'm tired of cleaning up your mess in the bathroom.
I absolutely love it.
I have a new master now, Mickey.
Yeah, this would be my girl's voice right
But
here.
legally, I'm not allowed to leave you unless you're dead.
This is all I've ever wished for. Just a girl to walk in the room with this voice and just look at me and go, "Hey, stick it in." All right, I'm freaking out. I'm over it. I'm over it. Freaking me out, man. Yeah, but I do. By the way, do you realize that that's the facts, Matt? Has been going on for an hour and a half.
Holy moly. We haven't done the music news.
Yeah, let's get right to it.
Music. Want to do that?
That is that's the facts, Matt. Greatest one ever.
I love it.
That was like an extended edition.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, let's get right into it. From That's the Facts, Matt, to Matt's Music Minute. Matt, you realize you've been in charge of this entire show. And I feel great at the end of it.
You think so?
Not that it's the end, but yeah, like everything you just brought up, we just riffed on.
Yeah.
It's a good show, Matt.
Yeah. It was a great show.
For those of you on Rumble, again, thank you. If you're tipping, we don't know right now, but I promise you, we appreciate it so much. We can't see it.
We won't know till we get off the air, and we'll thank you now, but we'll thank you later as well when we find out names.
Yeah, Matt will do all that because I don't know how to do it. I swear I don't know how to do it.
I'm still learning too.
It's crazy.
We'll figure it out. Eventually, sometime, hopefully by next week, we'll have a screen in here. We'll be able to see it happen live.
I can't wait, buddy. I cannot wait. We're getting so close, man. Yeah. So close. What else Matt's Music Minute brought to us by Natalie's Seafood Kitchen, 2301 Bel Air Road, right in the heart of Falston. And we are so appreciative for them. And we are live there every Friday. And boy, is it fun.
And good food, man. Delicious food.
It's so ridiculous.
So we've been talking, Mick, about the Led Zeppelin documentary coming to Netflix. And it's finally there. It's called Becoming Led Zeppelin. It features interviews with the band members, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones. However, subscribers on the $7.99 standard with ads plan are unable to watch it due to licensing restrictions.
Wow. That's crazy.
To view the documentary, subscribers must upgrade to the standard without ads plan for $17.99 a month or the premium plan for $24.99 a month. These monthly, we're back to paying cable.
Dude, it's more than cable. If you listen, let's take four of them. Yeah. You have Netflix, 20 something a month.
Yep.
What's Paramount? 20 something a month, right?
Hulu's up to God knows what now.
Hulu Live, $75, $80 a month, but you get live TV, including local channels.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, if you have Hulu Live, say you have Paramount for movies, Netflix, and then say you have HBO Max, you're at $150, $160 a month.
Well, not just that, you include your Wi-Fi bill in there as well.
Well, yeah, right. You got to have the Wi-Fi.
That.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, you're right. You're probably paying over what we paid for cable back in
It's
the day.
one of the greatest transfers of bullshit I've ever seen.
So I wonder what the next thing will hopefully be.
Holograms and robots that have sex with you. Can't wait.
Hopefully it'll be us on YouTube.
By the way, if we
free content to people.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, if we get to that point with the robots, like I said, this show will be entirely different.
Yeah.
Oh,
we could bring Gertrude in as a guest.
Are you kidding? I'd ever sit right there and just tell the audience how great I am for 90 minutes. Gertrude, tell them how amazing I am in bed. Mickey is amazing. He has had an orgasm every time. He is undefeated. Think about that too. The robot doesn't even have to, you don't have to do anything for the robot.
That robot's gonna be smarter than you, man.
Right. And it knows it's got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, we brought up Taylor Swift yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So this story popped up today. Travis Kelce's pal may have revealed the NFL star and Taylor Swift are married.
What?
Yeah, wedding guest revelation has fueled speculation that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift may be secretly married. According to Page 6, event planner Ellie Natelli said she saw a wedding place card addressed to Taylor and Travis Kelce at table 13 during Cole Kmet's nuptials. Though the couple didn't attend that wedding, fans interpreted the card as a possible marital clue. One social media user said that that just sent several fans into a frenzy. Others dismissed it as a decorative touch just for the aesthetic, which makes sense to me. Makes more sense to me.
I have no idea what you just said. Like, I got lost in that.
They went to a wedding and they saw
Kelce and Taylor?
The wedding, the little place card was addressed to Taylor and Travis Kelce.
Wow.
So
Well, maybe Taylor's just going by Taylor now. Like, she dropped the Swift. She's that big.
Maybe
that's it.
I think they might be reading a little bit too much into it.
Yeah,
but,
I agree with you.
The buzz follows growing rumors of an engagement. A source told Page 6 nothing is imminent, but it will 100% happen. Instead of Kmet's event, Kelce and Swift were seen holding hands at different family weddings in Tennessee, further igniting speculation.
By the way, just so you know, I'm not terribly upset with the with what do you call it? The Taylor Travis the relationship. I'm not.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care. Good for that guy.
Yeah.
You get to have sex with the biggest female star in the world. She's beautiful. She's incredibly talented. She's filthy rich. You're a dumb tight end. You know what I mean? You're just like a moron in a way. Not that he's a moron, but you know what I mean. He's not curing cancer, playing football. That's the kind of guy you want to see end up with her. Right? Yeah. I think, don't you?
I don't even care.
It's like Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe.
I don't care at all.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm just happy for anybody that's happy.
But I think it's equally as funny to see people get so worked up about it, though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know?
I'd laugh my ass off during the football season.
Yeah.
Like guys, you watching it at a bar, and they show her, and what's she on there? Oh, would you rather see Mike Ditka again, you fat slob? Just keep eating your Frito pie and shut up.
So Jonathan Davis from Outer Banks will star in a Snoop Dogg biopic. So you want to see the picture? I don't know. I didn't know who he was.
You have it? Can we show the listeners?
Yeah.
Let's see this. All right, what we got going on here?
So this is the guy. I think he could really pull off Snoop Dogg. What do you think? Can you see him from here?
Not really, but it's going to come up on my phone in about a minute, I think.
Yeah.
But
so
I can kind of see it over there. Yeah.
The script tells the story of Calvin Brodus Jr.'s eventful journey along his path to fame as Snoop Dogg. This will be the first project through Death Row Pictures' overall deal with NBC Universal Entertainment and Studios. I'm interested in seeing that. Are you interested in seeing that?
1,000%. I absolutely love Snoop. Love him, love him, love him.
Have you seen the picture come up yet on your end?
No, it's not up yet.
The kid,
there it is. Let me look.
I think the kid could look like Snoop.
Let me see. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And a little Hollywood on top of it.
For sure.
Especially young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like young Snoop without a doubt all day. Right. The double OG.
So Alanis Morissette now, she is now Dr. Alanis Morissette to you.
D-O-double-G is what I meant. I said double O-G.
D-O-double-G.
Alanis Morissette what?
She's a doctor now.
Oh, of course she is.
She received an honorary doctorate, I should say, from U Ottawa. Alanis Morissette, a renowned Canadian singer, was awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Ottawa in a pre-recorded speech for the Faculty of Arts spring ceremony. Morissette shared insights on her upbringing in Ottawa and offered advice on spirituality, wellness, and relationships to graduates. She encouraged graduates to embrace their unique qualities and express confidence in their future leadership roles.
Did you say what subject she was given a honorary doctorate in?
They didn't say, but I'm gonna guess it has something to do with music or arts.
I hope
right?
so.
Yeah.
I hope it's better than Dr. Jill Biden. Dr. Jill. Like, what was she, a doctor of education?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, are you kidding me? By the way, do you have problems with people that call themselves doctors if they're not medical? I do think they need to come up with a different word. I do. I think if you listen, I'm not saying you're not insanely intelligent in whatever it is that you achieved your academia in, but call it something else other than a doctorate. Like, we think of doctors in a medical term.
Most of
we've never been arguing about history and said, get a doctor. You go get somebody that knows a shit ton about history.
And then you got all these people who get fake doctorates. I mean, in my world of the hypnosis world, there's no doctorate of hypnosis, but there are organizations that will sell people these fake doctorates and they start calling themselves doctor.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
It's weird, man.
I don't understand how I don't understand how someone can live in that much of their own bullshit. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, if somebody goes to school that long and studies hard,
just get a different
they deserve
term.
A title. But
title, I agree.
Would you call yourself a doctor if you got it? Honestly,
no. If I was a medical doctor, of course I'm going to call myself a doctor.
Well, sure.
But if I got, I believe I could go back to school in about 4 years. Nah, it would take longer than that. Say 6. If I just really focused at my age, didn't care about college life, and in 6 years I could be a doctor in history. I believe I could breeze through the first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I know most of it. You know what I mean? I'd learn new things, obviously, but I think I could do that. And then in 6 years, I'd be a doctor of history.
Yeah, Dr. Coachella.
Yeah, Dr. Coachella. Oh, what is it you do? I can talk about the Peloponnesian War. I'm really good at that.
I'm good with professor.
Professor is awesome.
Yeah.
I think even you could come up with a more regal title.
Sure.
I don't even know words like that in Latin. You know what I mean? I don't know enough Latin that you could come up with something that means wizard. What about wizard? That guy's a wizard. What subject are you talking about? Oh, we're doing economics. Holy shit, get Jeffrey. That guy's a wizard in economics. Right?
Yeah.
Wizard be a cool title. But doctor, I just think it's pretentious and gauche, and it's.
Well, the big thing now is if you watch the TikTok videos, you've got all these chiropractors.
Yeah, there's another pile of dicks.
They hold on. They go on. They give all this advice.
Yeah,
and they call them. They put the doctor in front of us, and they wear the lab coat.
Yeah,
and people think that they're medical doctors.
Right, they're chiropractors,
and they're giving out all this crazy advice.
By the way, are dentists doctors?
Yeah, they're doctors of dentistry.
But do they have to go to medical school?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I just think they go learn about teeth. They're teeth wizards.
Let me see.
But see, dentist is a cool name.
But I'm okay with the dentist being called doctor.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that too. And I wouldn't be as upset with the chiropractors if they didn't act like, I don't know. See, Matt, you bring these things up, and then I know what you're doing, Matt. I figured it out. You're just trying to prove how much of an idiot I am every show.
I'm not.
I'm kidding.
I'm really not. No, dentists do not typically attend medical school. They pursue a separate educational path in dental school, earning a doctor of dental surgery, a DDS.
Yeah, DDS, doctor of dental surgery. Okay, you know what? Actually, they cut people open. They put shit in people. Yeah. I'll call them doctors. I will. They're dealing with the human body.
Yeah.
Dr. Jill Biden, she can fuck off. I'm sorry. I don't even mean it disrespectfully. I just mean you're insulting my intelligence, asking me to call you Dr. Jill Biden. Plus, you let your husband senile out there and didn't care. So I have no respect for you, Jill. I'm none. I don't know why we got to not be able to talk like this, Matt. Didn't it feel good to listen to a guy like me?
Stop talking about this, Mick. She got her Doctor of Education degree.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, Doc. Thanks. Teach.
What's up, Doc?
We should call her Teach, Jill Biden. What's up, Teach? It's so infuriating to me. It's just infuriating. When people have that kind of pomposity and just that sheer just bullshit, what are you talking?
Address me as doctor, please.
Yeah, I refuse to do it. I've met people at parties and they'll enter, hi, Dr. Steven, blah, blah, blah. I go, hey, Steven. They go, doctor, please. And I go, no.
Well, I think it's weird even if medical doctors want you to call them doctor outside of the office.
Agreed. In the office, I will absolutely address you as doctor. At a housewarming party, and you ask me to call you doctor, you can kindly fuck off at the hors d'oeuvre table. Like, I'm not doing that.
Call me DJ Matt.
Yeah, DJ Matt. I'd like to be known as Philosopher Mickey. Call me Philosopher.
Yeah.
Stand up philosopher.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's horse shit. And I think the average person thinks like me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the average person, when they hear shit like that, they just go, whatever.
I don't know, man. In that world, I bet I've got a doctor in my family is super cool.
Medical doctor?
Medical doctor.
Okay.
Not like this at all.
Ask him what he thinks about history majors being called doctors. Just ask him.
I will.
Yeah.
But, there are people in that field who want you to call them doctor at all times.
Fuck them. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a term that people stop saying to other people. Fuck you. I find a lot, like, in my book that's coming out Monday, Shut the Fuck Up. You think I'm kidding? I'm going to have, how many pages?
Short book?
How many pages would you consider it to be that I need to have?
I think it'd be one page.
No, come on. Challenge me a little bit. I want to write a book called Shut the Fuck Up, Due Monday. And how many, what would you say? You know what, Mick?
Well,
that's an honest effort.
You need somebody to write you an intro, right? There should be an introduction to your book.
Yeah.
You can write the preface and the introduction.
Yep.
And then chapter 1.
Shut the fuck up.
You could come up with your own acronym for it.
STFU.
There you go.
Or WGAF. That's what I wanted to originally call this show. Did you know that?
No.
Hey, it's WGAF. Who gives a fuck? That's what I wanted to call it. Originally, this show, when I was going to do it by myself.
The name of our business, you know that?
WGAF.
Yeah. I like the name of our business.
Can we say our business?
I don't know.
We can.
I don't want to unless
it's official.
Our partner.
No, it's official. I do know that. I'm going to say it. Our official corporate name is Hey Hun LLC Media, or Hey Hun Media LLC.
Yeah.
Hey Hun Media LLC.
I love that.
Is the official corporate name of Mickey Talks.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah. God, we talked about doctors.
But so's yours.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah. We'll have another company for something.
Yeah.
We're going to grow, Matt.
Maybe we'll buy an actual radio station. Does anybody have the call letters WGAF?
I don't even know if you could get it.
Should I look it up?
Yeah. Is there a WGAF?
Let's see.
If there is one, I'm going to pick the city it's in. If there's a WGAF, what kind of city would not give a fuck? I'm going to say somewhere in Texas or Boston.
Let's see.
WGAF.
Fayetteville, Georgia.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
What's their format? It's gospel music.
WGAF
is gospel.
GAF. God always forgives. Welcome to WGAF, where we are for you. We are for you. Today, Jesus told us many times, do not care about the small things. Love the little things. Because when you pile all the little things up, you have a massive pile of things you love. Right here on WGAF 5. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Anyway, Matt, did we do the music? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's the music.
Oh my God, what a show. What time is it?
It's past our bedtime.
I think this is our longest show. It's 10 of 7.
Yesterday was a long show. It was a great show with Priestley.
I love this show, man.
We've got Paul Manna coming up this week, who's one of the promoters.
So let's be a little more specific. For those of you who don't know, Paul Manna is ownership in The Wrecker. Paul Manna is
he is 24/7 entertainment, if you've heard that
before.
The
Trifecta Festival, all the big things that go on around
huge
town. Huge
concerts, festivals you've been to here in town. You've been to something Paul has
put on. And I want to tell you something else about Paul Manna. I met Paul Manna very, very early in both of our careers. Right?
Same.
That guy is honest, fair, caring, and excited about what he does.
Yeah.
I've never in my life had a bad experience dealing with Paul Manna.
Not at all.
Not one time. When he managed bands, when he was a booking agent, and now since he's been a promoter, he's an awesome dude.
He's a brilliant, smart, fair guy.
And without a doubt, a guy that I could not be happier for his success.
Same.
So he's coming up Thursday.
Can't wait to talk.
Tomorrow, are we free again?
It'll be you and I tomorrow.
All right. Here's what's the first thing you write in the book? In a book, what's the first thing you write? The preface?
Well, the introduction. Right?
The introduction. Is that before the preface?
Isn't it?
I don't know, Matt. I got a 9th grade education. Can't you help me out on this shit?
It is
Come on, Matt. What is the first part of the book? I think it is the introduction, then the preface, then the story.
The introduction generally comes after the preface.
Son of a bitch. I had it backwards. Damn. So what's first?
So here's a more detailed breakdown. A foreword. This is optional.
That's where someone else
other than the author.
Right.
So yeah, you could get someone to write the foreword.
You have to write my foreword. It can be 4 sentences.
Okay.
My book is called Shut the Fuck Up by Mickey Coachella, and it deals with how to deal with anxiety and stress in your day-to-day life.
Okay. Then it's the preface. This is written by the author and explains the book's purpose, background, and your reason for writing it.
I will have that done tomorrow.
And then the introduction. This section, also written by the author, introduces the main topics and what the reader can expect from the book.
I will have that done by Monday.
Yes.
But how many pages, Matt? Come on.
Oh man, I would love for it to be just one page, but
my whole book, the preface, all of it, 1 page,
5 pages.
Where just the book part. That doesn't count the preface,
right? It'll be an ebook, a short.
I'm going to literally type it up and send it to you.
Okay.
Right? So you're saying 5 pages of Shut the Fuck Up. The other stuff is extra.
5 total.
So I get 1 page for the preface, 1 for the introduction, and 1 for the foreword. And then I only have to write 2 pages of the book.
Yeah, it's a short book, right?
It's a really short book.
All right. Well, you write 5 pages in addition to all those other sections.
All right. That's my goal for Monday.
All right.
Watch what happens. Shut the fuck up, hitting the shelves Monday. We will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Thank you all so much. Rumble, if you donated today, we don't know.
We love you.
We love you. If you didn't, thank you for watching. For those on YouTube, thank you. Facebook, thank you. For those listening on Spotify, Podbean, all that shit. Thank you all so much. Mickey Talks, so happy. See you tomorrow at 5. Bye, everybody. Thank you, guys.